God, it is such a hassle setting this thing up. I put it behind my couch instead of like to the side or whatever. I had a funny incident with my couch where the reclining, I can't even call it a lever, it's just like a little pull string or something. I don't know. But that broke, so I switched sides to the other side, and now it's kind of difficult to get it recording from like a good angle and not like through the side. So I put it directly through the back and the middle, but now it's hard to like get a focus. So when I edit the video, I'm just gonna have to crop out the sides and see how it looks. God, it's so dumb. I can't even like resume the recording from where I'm sitting. So I gotta get up, get behind the couch, and then resume it manually. Hopefully my voice is still fine. I wonder if it's even better, maybe. But probably do something a little different. On the Isle Sipta, there's like 12 or 16 vaults. 4, 8, 12. Okay, there's 14. There's 14 vaults. They're called Elder Vaults. They look like this, for the most part. When you're near them, you can hear a heartbeat. They're specifically on the Isle Sipta, but they're in random locations for the most part. A lot of them aren't, close to each other. They're pretty spread out. So, like for example, right, you got this one here, and then this is the one I'm here right now. I don't have them all discovered, but then you got another one here, another one here, right here, another one there. Well, that's kind of what it's like. Each one is a little unique. A couple of them are the same, as in like 2 of them have spider monsters, like little half man, half spider kind of deal. But anyways, I think I'll make a video going through each of the vaults, kind of giving you the layout, how to tackle it, because some of them are more of a pain in the ass than the others, having to force you to do platforming and whatnot. And the cool thing about these vaults is not only do you get some pretty good loot, but you get these things called sigils at the end, and when you use them, just like how you would any other consumable, they give you a permanent kind of unique trait, at least until you die and then you lose it. But even when you die and then you lose it, there's a chance that you can get it back. So for example, right, if I had and you can see them in the top left corner there, if you have maybe, let's say 7 of them and you die, there's a chance that either you come back with 5 of them, or 3, or maybe none. But the more you have, the more you're likely to get back. But that's essentially how it works. So let's get right into it. No more stalling, no more fooling around. A little dark in here, kind of purpley. There's always some knowledge and recipes that you can learn in these vaults. They're not always in the same locations, but if I see them, I'll point them out to you guys. There's a good chance I'll miss something because they kind of tend to hide them pretty well. Sometimes you can find one in the very beginning room. Sometimes not. Let's get on with it. All this purple is really messing with my screen. Got these little bat creatures in this one though. Fairly easy to beat. After all, it's not helping me at all. Not to mention the monsters. They kind of have their own special little drop, if you will, where if you learn the knowledge and the recipes pertaining to each vault, if you really care about decorations, you can get a little podium that comes with their special little signature thing or whatever. So for example, right, these guys, they drop bat claws, so you can craft a little decoration of a podium with a bat claw on it. So if you're into decorations or trophies, that's That's how you do it. So you can mine those monsters for more of those claws that you need to craft those and whatnot. Little shits. Sometimes they'll drop some nice things here and there. Eldarian being the most useful. Looks like these guys can drop some leather too. That's actually kind of nice. Whoa! And if you're privy to sorcery at all, honestly, if you really wanted to, you could just you could just tear up. Jesus Christ! You could just turn invisible and just walk through all these enemies and go right straight to the boss at the end. But of course, that means you would need a little bit of corruption. So it's a double-edged sword. You give some and you take some. I can't wait to get better thralls. Like, I have a named thrall, but he's an archer, and it's just kind of pointless if I don't have an agility weapon for him. So that it increases along with his agility damage, because he got strength and agility damage. Always nice to check every room just in case there's some chests lying around, because they always contain some useful stuff. Aha! See, now this is one of the things that I was mentioning, that they kind of just hide in the middle of nowhere. So right here, if you've been, I don't know if you've been following, but right here on the floor, kind of hard to see, but it's a little like bat claw hand looking thing. You can press X on it to learn it. I already possess it, but I would assume this is how you learn one of the decoration things. So here's one of them. Oh, there's so many! Oh, damn! It'll be real nice when the enhanced version drops on console, whenever that'll be. Yeah, this will look real beautiful then. Once I get 10 of those bat claws, I'm going to stop collecting them. They go in stacks of 10. So, I mean, my OCD ass, I like to collect a full stack of things and then just throw them in storage and then never touch them again. Because even if you don't have a use for them, you can throw them into a fluid press to get ichor and whatnot out of it, which is a pretty good deal. Aha, see, look at that. There's one of them. One of these chests. So, that's pretty good. Some seeds that you can use for potions and whatnot. Silver stone, gold, love it. Don't think I'll ever make a lance, but hardened leather, very useful. Love it. It's good. We should check our corners really well. I should have put some sort of torch on. And after that, we gotta head down here. Both of the stairways connect, if you were wondering. Because you get two pairs of stairs. They both connect under the other staircase here. Right there. What is that, though? There's another chest there in the corner. This is why we check the rooms. This is why you check your corners. What's up in here? Typical gold, some oil, seeds, witchfire powder. Not bad. And sometimes, whenever you see these statues, you can click on them to learn something too. You get a different type of decoration. Not all of them. Yep, and then there's where you go next. There's another chest, yeah! There's another one. This is cool. Obsidian, alchemical base, very nice. Could use some padding for the... Oh, here it is, yep. I'm sorry, I should have clarified that they're smaller statues, like this size. But here's one. See, I didn't know that one because I didn't find it last time I was here, but devolved bat statue. There you go. That's where that is. Anything hiding in these corners? Aha! So these chests right here, what the hell? The only way you can open them is with a skeleton key. And Jesus Christ! You get those skeleton keys from beating world bosses that they're called, but the bosses that you see that have 3 skulls underneath their health bar. So when you mine their body, usually, almost always, they'll give you a skeleton key, which you can use to open those chests. And they should give you, god damn it, a piece of legendary equipment. Like, oh my god. But yeah, like a piece of gear, or mostly a weapon. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Yo. These and the wolf, the werewolf guys are fucking annoying. They ragdoll you every opportunity they can get. I hate them so much. So dumb. What a mess. They didn't drop anything nice either. Oh, a little gold. Check back here, nothing. Aha, little chest. And I assume these chest locations are pretty random too. I'm guessing they should be. But steel bar, very nice. Glass flask for my fancy dyes. Radium gems for those funky little torches that just blind you. Hardened brick. Not quite sure what you use black silk for, ebony silk. There's a couple very special armor sets that use it that, in my opinion, are not worth it. But to each their own. Beauty in the eye of the beholder. We'll check the left side to see if there's anything hidden along there, but I doubt there is. Sometimes, but not this time. Oh wait, no. Yep, nothing. It's a symmetrical design. So, well, not this time. Not here. Getting close to the boss room, I feel. Got another chest over there. Some of them different colors. The music in some of these vaults are pretty nice too to listen to. Supply materials, silver stone, some decent stuff all around. Really looking for some armor padding though. Aha! Decent, decent. Gotta avoid getting pinched by these guys in the corner. Heavy armor is nice and all, but you can't really dodge much. One Eldarium. Fantastic. What a steal. Okay, I think we've thoroughly explored here. Let's move on. Oh yeah, this is the boss room if I've ever seen one. I think it is. Let's take out all the other ads first. All the other aggro. Well, darn, very nice. Usually there's not chests in the boss room, but sometimes there are. Keep your eyes open. Make sure my thrall's in good condition before we go balls deep into this. Check everybody everywhere else. Additional enemies, more chests. Alright, we're all good, nothing else. Just him and us.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
I'm wondering if I cut out the long combat. Oh, come on. It'd be nice if I had something that did like a bleed effect or like damage over time. It would really help these large health assholes. Oh, come on, dude. You see what I mean? Ridiculous. Like, they don't do much damage, but it's just stunning. Thrall fight it out for a second while we recover here. Very useful perk, I love it. I somehow got hit by that, but I dodged. Ah! Whoa! 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 Didn't do that before. Yo, oh no. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Yo! Oh no. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I never did that before. Oh. Gotta get the iframes just right apparently. Oh, come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, music's kicking in. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Usually the bosses have a little more than the standard foot fodder, so got a good stack of Eldariums and gold. So in these cases, these triple skull bosses or the world bosses do not drop a skeleton key. The ones in the vault, I would assume. Doesn't seem like they do. Some abysmal flesh though, so if you got recipes for those things, not too bad. You gotta throw them in the fridge though, they decay. Use the thrall for storage. Well, there you go. There's that. Time to reap the rewards. So on this little funky globe pedestal here, you press it and then it'll go through a cutscene giving you some lore on the Isle of Septa. But otherwise, this chest is the one that always contains the sigil and some pretty good stuff. And then these two chests are just lesser stuff. Still contains some good stuff though. A silver bar, alchemical base. Nice, we like those. Empty glass flask for some sorceress deeds. But over here, and they're in different locations, but if you look around, you'll find these little pedestals or whatnot for you to learn some knowledge, and these things right here. Interact with them and they'll give you some special knowledge pertaining to the vault. Usually they're unique. There's only a couple vaults that'll share the same knowledge, but usually you got 2 of them. There might be some more, sometimes less sometimes, but always look at keep your eyes peeled for those. We'll take a look at this here, see what it has to tell us. There's that. Now, what do we got in the big boy chest? Brazier. There's a couple beds, some fancy awnings that I'll probably not use. Palisades, that could be useful for the purges, yeah. Couple horns, probably won't use them, we'll see. Some potions that I also won't use, it'll just sit in the storage chest. We'll see, maybe for those later level purges I might need them. Crystalline Guardian Head for those golems. This is the highest tier of golem you can get. That'll be nice. Some dyes, nice. Hard leather, very good. Fat stack of Eldarium, we love that. And here we go, Sigil of the Bat. We'll hold X here, read off the info. So standard lore, but at the very bottom it'll tell us what it's for. Using the sigil provides a person with an otherworldly trait for a while. And when it says for a while, I don't understand, because it's permanent until you die. So, in this case, boosting their ability to jump when sprinting. So kind of extra jump distance is what I'm assuming here. So we'll go ahead and look for it here. Then we'll press X to use it. Sigil resonates in your mind. And you can look under your stats tab to see that it is up there. So extra. So right now we don't. Okay, let's see here. We'll use a little test. So when we hold A to jump, we can get about 3/4 of this gap covered. But let's see what happens when we sprint and then jump. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of distance. It's actually pretty useful. That's nice. Yeah, little glitch there, but yeah, that could be useful, especially for some other vaults that force you to do vaulting. Specifically this one, pain in the ass. So the extra jump distance will be useful for some of it. But let's skedaddle. Let's get out of here and wrap this up. And that's that. And when you exit the vault, it'll bring you right back to the entrance where you entered. Yep, right here where we started. And then that's that. Wrap that up.